This is not how I imagined my first day.
Three long years. That's how long we waited since the initial announcement of Resident Evil 2 until we got anything further, and after that we've had nothing but boatloads of information thrown at us. Capcom keeps surprising the fans with new additions, exclusive information, things that they're revealing early on, and this time it doesn't seem like Resident Evil 2 is as secretive as Resident Evil 7. It looks like the advertisements are coming along much better in schedule, information from interviews is plentiful. Now, carrying on this trend, we've just had a new interview, and this one is once again absolutely huge, containing a plethora of different information within. They actually talk about so many different things. I'm gonna have to make a few separate videos on them because they're very disconnected topics. It's not just all about Resident Evil 2, for example. They also talk about Street Fighter, Mega Man, Devil May Cry, and other things in the article. So if you are interested, I will leave a link to that in the description as always, guys, and you can go check the entire thing out. But today I'm going to be focusing on Resident Evil 2 and the fact that it did have fixed camera angles at one point. Now, many people were obviously very skeptical about the fact that Resident Evil 2 might go into third person before it was even announced, and that was a very likely scenario. I did tell people to prepare for it as well. However, it does seem like not only fixed camera angles but also first person was tested before third person, and they just didn't feel right for the game according to the developers. This might be a surprise to many people, and I just wanted to get it out there because I do remember there were a lot of people asking for this specific element, and many people do appreciate the old fixed camera angle style of gameplay as it really enhances the horror in different ways than third person or first person does. To me personally, it is a difference that has its positives and negatives, but it is a very viable choice, and I can understand why people, at least at bare minimum, wanted it as an optional selection. Now, Capcom, it seems like they have opted just for third person perspective. Based on the wording, I very much doubt that we'll have an actual fixed camera angle mode as an alternative in the game. Although it is still a possibility at some point, I very much doubt it based on the fact they said third person angles work better, and that's why they're doing that. If they did have fixed camera angles, it would be a very good advertisement point rather than making people not expect it. Maybe there's some technical limitations as to why they can't have it as an alternative option, but I do want to know how people feel about this, as everyone seems to have embraced the third person perspective. I think a lot of people appreciate and just feel nostalgic with it after Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, and a lot of people were very disappointed with Resident Evil 7's first person, so maybe the nostalgia to the 3 games before that were very much a part of the reason why people felt so. And if you include some of the spin-off games, which not everyone has played but a lot of people have, and those include titles of course such as Revelations 1 and 2, Umbrella Corps, we also have Operation Raccoon City. There's a lot of third-person titles that people will feel familiar with. It's just a little bit surprising that Capcom, like I said, still didn't offer this as an option, to be honest. There's going to be a fair number of people that are dismayed about this, but judging from the fact that most people do seem to be adaptive and they seem to accept the change, I don't think it's really going to impact sales or any of the performance of the game overall. As an alternative point, people usually look to mods as a kind of solace. Can we get it through mods? But Resident Evil 2's remake is going to be using Denuvo, and this does complicate things with all the encryption, making it harder to actually crack files and then modify them and then reinsert them into the game working, especially by modifying the scripts, such as a camera following a character might actually encounter some big issues. However, there is still a possibility that due to the popularity of Resident Evil 2, we get some kind of modding support, and some people really put effort into making an actual tool set for modders to use, and then we might actually have a chance of seeing that come to life. I just want people to know about all the facts about this subject a little bit more objectively, but if you were looking forward to fixed camera angles being a possibility in Resident Evil 2, still to this day, I would definitely change your opinion and not hold out your hope. If it does happen, then it would be amazing and everyone will be very surprised, especially based on Capcom's wording, but just set yourself up for some realistic expectations. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please do leave a like, a share, or a subscribe, or all of the above. I heard that once we reach 1 million subscribers, Jeff is going to officially leave to go make his own channel. So we need to aim for that especially. We need to get rid of Jeff, guys. Remember, you can find the link to the article in the description, guys, and there is so much information further than what I have actually revealed in this video. I told you they talk about Devil May Cry and a bunch of other games as well, so please do go look into the article if you are interested. But as always, guys, I just hope you're having a beautiful day. Take it easy and peace.